Hi everyone, my name is Meghane Lex. I'm here at the Culver City Film Festival with the great Larry Butler, and he had just spoken in the actress panel. So now we're doing our own spotlight interview.
Yeah,
How are you
hi.
doing today?
I'm very good, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm glad you're here. Are you having fun?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's just like people were really tuned into what we had to say, and I like that because we really wanted to impart, what it meant to us to be actors, and what it means to the community to see actors that use real emotion in their film. And we always try to do our best, and I've always tried to use real emotion.
Yeah, it's amazing. And you definitely did a really good job at explaining the moment when you felt like you were emoting very realistically. And I'd love to know, what about the way you grew up do you think helped you emote these emotions you do in these films?
Yeah, my number one concern is the audience, because I don't want them to pull back from me and say, "Oh my God, I can see the strings on that guy. He's a puppet. He's not real."
Yeah.
Because the public's emotionally constipated. They don't know how to feel, so they come to theaters to vicariously share with the actors, especially in relationship types films, and so they can actually feel something. Have you ever seen a TV show where you tear up a little bit?
Yes,
Well, the
of
actor's
course.
doing their job. The best way to know if the actor's doing a correct job is to turn the sound off.
Okay.
Turn the sound off and watch them. And if you're convinced that they're real just by their mannerisms alone, because this is the last thing you're going to believe. We're trained not to really believe people anyway.
Yeah.
But if you believe, like the way they look at you, the certain mannerisms, the way they distance themselves from you or come closer, you're convinced that they're genuine. And so I always look for that. And I always tell my scene partners, watch out, because I use real emotion.
Yeah.
And so you got to up your game. It's like playing pro tennis with a professional. You don't just lob it. They're going to bury it in your throat.
Do you remember when was the last time you cried while watching something, a TV show or film?
When I cried?
Yeah, when was the last
I
time?
cry every time I see a TV show with a relationship type theme. Now, nowadays, we're getting away from that. Hopefully it's coming back. I don't want shoot 'em up, bang, bang, boom, zoom, the Marvel, stuff and Superman stuff, Batman stuff. Batman's different. It's got more of a humanistic approach, in relationship type films. But most people go to movies, I think, to recapture some of that and live through them. And so they're doing themselves a disservice if the movie doesn't provide for that. So that's my feel on it.
What would you say is your favorite movie of all time? Your top three?
Oh, well, hands down, I'm kind of a intellectual, philosophical type person. 2001.
Okay.
It's got to be, because of the impact it had on me. I was like 17 years old, went to San Francisco to see it, and big screen. I've seen it so many times. I think I own it. But have you seen it?
No.
You got to see it. It'll
Now
change
I
your
will.
life.
Now I will. You've convinced me. And so you grew up close to San Francisco?
I went there a lot. I was there in the 1960s, Summer of Love, the hippie movement, Haight-Ashbury. We used to go down there and run around the streets and go crazy. And we were in high school. I graduated in 1967, so Summer of Love was right after I graduated.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know San Francisco pretty well. But we lived up valley, about 75 miles north of there.
Okay.
A little town called Calistoga.
Very cool. And even back in high school, did you have any idea that you were going to pursue acting and be an actor?
Absolutely not. I was so shy in school. I was really geeky, and I couldn't put two words together. It was more than one person. I couldn't talk. I was really scared of people.
Yeah.
And I was teased a lot and everything. So it wasn't much until I was 35, actually, that I became an actor. But before that, in college, I think I went up for the play just to challenge myself, and then I found out I got it. I got the role, and I never showed up for the part. And I told my agent that, my first agent, I said, well, you'd better not do it with us, buddy, or you're fired.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to commit. And so I never did that ever again, you know.
And what play was it?
Pardon?
What play was it that you...
I think it was something to do with Hamlet or something like that. So
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
I can see that for you.
It was a Shakespearean play, I think.
Okay.
But,
Would you ever do a Broadway show?
In fact, I'm up for one right now,
Oh
believe
my
it or not.
gosh.
Yeah, it's a long story, but I knew a guy named Joseph Lennon McCord, who was did a lot of off-Broadway stuff, and he worked with Al Pacino when nobody knew his name and stuff like that. And then he became the biggest mime in the world. He's the guy that did the milk commercial, Got Milk.
Oh, yes.
You know, he pretended to be drinking milk and had the milk mustache. That was him. He just passed away.
Oh, may
so
he rest
I
in peace.
wrote a scene from Mice and Men, and actually had some other guy direct it. And I played George, and he played the other guy. I don't know if you ever heard of Mice and Men.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I did the last chapter when I had to kill him.
Okay.
But I had to bring in elements from early part of the book so the audience would understand what was going on. So it was the biggest thing I ever did. And I told Kirk that I was going to actually send it to him. So I've got to do that. I got to find it and send it. But I've written 2 scenes for different movies, actually. And so I have writing credits on it. And but it's up on IMDb. Anybody can go there and look and see what I've done, my clips. There's one called Terror at Crimson Creek where I actually wrote that scene. It's probably the best work I've ever done. Talk about method acting. That almost killed me.
Oh, wow.
So I had to be very careful not to go that far anymore.
What's on the horizon for you and what's to come?
Oh my God. I get, like every month I get a different invitation to be in something. People come to me now. I don't really audition much anymore. People know what I can do. And so I have a lot of friends in the industry. And I'm going to be working with Eric Roberts in a sequel to Desert Fiends. It's a horror movie. And there's another one I have to do in West Virginia. I'm like a ping pong ball. I go all over the United States, different states. I played Michael Myers' father in a horror movie called Awaken the Darkness. Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees, and now maybe Freddy Krueger's father as well. Okay. They're going to try to unite all these 3 killers together, and I'm their father. I'm the devil.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Anyway, so it's a lot of fun, and I look forward to every single month, you know, and I've had a couple of months hiatus. I don't know what to do with myself, bumping on the walls.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to start writing books again, and I've got some books I already wrote. I have to copyright them and get them out there. And so anyway, I just loved creating.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't end with acting. I've done every possible thing you can do in show business, from vaudeville to radio. I had my own TV show, doing what you're doing now. You know, I was called Underground Hollywood. I would introduce people that nobody knew who they were, and I would let the audience decide if they should come up from the underground and see the light of day or bask forever in the underworld. And I did a radio show and a TV show at the same time.
Yeah.
And I did I did with my daughter vaudeville, and I did just all kinds of different aspects of show business. And so it doesn't end with movies, you know. It's just every phase of it. I was in a print model. I even worked for artists. I'd stand still and do a pose, and they'd paint me and stuff like that. And, there's so many things you can do. Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, well, that's amazing to hear. I'm so excited for what's to come for you. And the things you have done already are amazing. So keep going, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And I hope when you do Broadway, you show up.
Yeah, I'll let you know for sure. I only got 20 more years, so I got time short.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your time here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.